What up, y'all? What up, y'all? This is Angry Educated Black Man. I'm back, you know what I'm saying? I got this beautiful, well, I mean, this isn't the typical beautiful scene that I would have for you. This is a little bit more suburban, a little bit more southern. You know, we out here in Marietta, you know, it's outside of Atlanta, you know, but I still, don't let this fool you. Show some clips. We at Lenox in Atlanta. Yo, why nigga titty so big? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Y'all want liquor? We got it. We got it. This is the South, man. It's still lit. Got that Chick-fil-A. They ain't got that in New York. You know what I'm saying? I need some Chick-fil-A in my life. This is where the homies stay. I had a chance to catch him for his 28th birthday. You know, we went down to NYC, so I had to come back out to Atlanta. You know, it's been a while since I've been to Atlanta. It's actually been a while since, you know, just been to the South, and I've been across the country, but I just haven't done no domestic local shit in a while. So I was excited to come to Atlanta. You know, I hadn't been in about 3 or 4 years. Atlanta always had a great vibe. You know, I went to FAMU, so, you know, Atlanta was always right there, right next to Tallahassee. They always had a classic. There was always a reason to go down to Atlanta, get lit, you know what I'm saying? Black people, you know what it is. So I've always had a special place in my heart for Atlanta. Love the music, love the culture, love the soul, love everything about it. So I've lived in New York about 5 years, so it's not like I'm thinking about moving, but, you know, if there was some place that I would go to if it wasn't international, and, you know, I think Atlanta would be that. And I think through this trip I may have forgotten that, but, you know, this trip really reminded me why I love Atlanta. It's just a great city, you know. What are the things that are really resonated with me about Atlanta? Really the people. I mean, it's nothing like just seeing black people everywhere, having some of my closest friends here, you know, some of my, well, actually my best friends here, knowing that my school has a big influence here. A lot of people from school came out here, just the whole black vibe, the whole energy, everything like that. So, damn, nigga. Yes, B. With that being said, you know, I had a very open mind. I was very eager. I was very ready to get to Atlanta and check it out. On the way on the flight, nigga saw young Dolph on the motherfucking plane. You know what I'm saying? Dolph, nigga! So that was nice. That was pretty dope. You know, he had on the Smurf chain. I didn't know who he was at first. I probably would have shouted out. I was just listening to Break the Bank too. You know what I'm saying? Break the bank, break the bank, Okay, but yeah. You know, so that was good. The flight was smooth. Met this nice young lady on the flight. She was real cool. You know, I was doing my editing and whatnot. Anyways, I landed on Thursday, you know, had a chance to talk to the homies, you know, just sort of get my bearings right and everything. Had a chance to go check out this pizza spot. Of course, the music was great. The pizza was amazing. And then, you know, we just had a chance to go out and just hit the Atlanta scene, you know. I think we went to RM Lounge. I still haven't been able to say it correctly. That was straight. We ended up walking in there. It was $20, and you got free drinks all night. So a nigga was on that Douce, was feeling good. People was vibing, had a little bit of the older vibe. And then we went to another club later on that was next door. That shit was lit too. People started fighting. You know, these days everybody wants to be in a lounge and have VIP service and have a fucking hooker. You know, I can't stand that shit. That's why I go to day parties. That's why I'm on private litization. You see how what I did there? Litization. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to create a way that you get lit, because that's sitting in a motherfucking booth drinking. Y'all whack. Y'all lame as fuck. Get the fuck up and dance on the dance floor. Fuck wrong with y'all. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But the second place that we went, it really wasn't that vibe. I mean, I still danced around, had a good time, talked to a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying, vibe, socialize, mingle. It was a good way to kick off the night, you know, Thursday night. Ain't got to go to work on Friday, so you knew what it was. But I'm still just trying to figure out, why is the bitches so bad in Atlanta? All the bitches bad in Atlanta, like just beautiful black women. The woman who served my hookup, the woman who's at the cashier register, just beautiful black women everywhere. I'm like, look, nigga, these women are black, they're receptive, they talk to a nigga. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if a nigga really want to settle down, I need to move to Atlanta. But see, I don't really feel like settling down though. But at the same time, I do love Atlanta's vibe, and I love Atlanta's vibe, and I love that I feel like, you know, like I can build with somebody, or like, you know what I'm saying, we can grow, or, you know what I'm saying, we can be on that grown shit. You know, New York, nigga, shit just be crazy. Everybody got their own agenda, everybody in their own bubble, and there's so many people, I almost feel like they push each other out. So, I mean, Atlanta definitely has that southern hospitality. I feel like the dating scene here would be a lot more lucrative for me. And I mean, considering that I'm a black man and it's a black city, I mean, you know what it is. You know, New York's still stuck on, oh, I'm Dominican, or I'm Caribbean, or I'm whatever, and these motherfuckers think that they're not black. No, motherfucker, when the police pull you over and that motherfucker shoots you, you black. You need to understand that. Fuck all ass bullshit. That's that New York elitism shit. But it's all good. It's all good. I ain't tripping. You know, there's good and bad things about where you live. But I just must say that, I mean, damn, find a cool shorty, a nigga can fly down to this hole like nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was only a $200, $250 plane ticket. All the homies out here, you know what I'm saying? Just a lituation. So I definitely feel like I'll be visiting Atlanta more, you know. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with me or my approach or anything that I'm doing. So, you know, I went somewhere else and had a completely different mindset. I've traveled to many other countries and seen just women generally more receptive. So I just think it's a New York thing. New York dating just sucks for me. So I'm really not gonna worry about it too much or put too much into it. I'm just gonna keep going to different places where it is receptive. So, you know, that is what it is. That's definitely something that I noticed. And I mean, that wasn't just one day. That was every fucking day. Every fucking day was just somebody who was very receptive. I met these two super cute, cool girls who do this Black Educated and Broke podcast. They told me about the free drinks. We took a couple pictures together. I mean, it was just cool. We were just vibing, able to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking for anything. We just vibing, just chilling in the club. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just, okay, all right. But anyway, so that was a rant. But Friday we had a chance to go to Lennox. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got these track pants. You feel me? You know, I don't know nothing about the track pant life, you know what I'm saying? But everybody be wearing track pants out here. But my question is, nigga, why are you wearing a full-on jeans, t-shirt, socks, and sandals, nigga? And sandals. Y'all niggas look foolish. Fucking foolish with fucking sandals on, and you got a full damn outfit on, nigga. It'd be different if you had some shorts on, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, you had some track pants or something, you know, you had a style with it. But nigga, if you just gonna be out there with motherfucking a t-shirt, jeans, and sandals, that shit tacky as fuck. Man. I've seen so much of that shit in Lennox. It was quite disturbing. But overall, I really enjoyed Lennox. We went there during the day. Very, very nice mall, very beautiful. Many different stores in there, great setup. Reminded me of North Park Mall a lot. You know, I haven't been to a mall in a while, so it's not like I forgot the experience. It was just more of one of those like, damn, I just haven't been to a mall in a while. So this is kind of refreshing, you know what I'm saying? Just walking around, seeing the stores, pressing a little thing, making sure you go to the food court and get the food and check everything out that's going on. But one thing that did puzzle me is, damn, nigga, is the pills really that serious out here? Two niggas offered me Percocet. I'm like, bruh, first of all, do I look like a nigga who take Percocet? Why in the fuck would you offer me a Percocet? I've never tried a Percocet in my life. I don't give a fuck about Percocet. I may hear in a future song and be lit and there's a rounds to that hoe, but I don't give a fuck about Percocet. Nigga, I smoke weed. Well, let me tell you, this one nigga, he asked me about Percocet. I was like, oh, bro, you got weed? Because, you know, like, I smoke every now and then, but, you know, when I'm on vacation, I don't really be tripping. I'm just like, you know, whatever. You always got alcohol. You always got something to do. You know what I'm saying? And you with your people, so you don't need to be worried about smoking all the damn time. Anyway, nigga, I had to repeat weed 3 times to this nigga because he did not understand me. I was like, bruh, nigga, I know you know what weed is, bruh. You just offered me a Percocet. If you have the advanced knowledge to offer me a Percocet, motherfucker, you know what weed is. That shit pissed me off. Like, nigga, how do you not know what weed? Stop that. Stop that. Slap. Slap. Damn. Then another nigga offered me Percocet. I'm like, bruh, I do not want no fucking Percocet. Like, why is that shit so serious? So I was actually puzzled and troubled by that because the fact that I was offered pills before I was offered weed in Atlanta, oof, man, that shit must be serious out here, boy. Like, I don't, just gotta shake my motherfucking head. But, you know, that was the whole mall experience. Like I said, I got the track pants, got a little Batman Scully. You know what I'm saying? That was real nice. It was dope. I enjoyed Lennox Mall, took a nice little picture. Then Friday night, we had a chance to go to Cafe Circa. You know, of course, all the homies came through. We had a chance to bond. We had a chance to talk. We had a chance to reconnect. One of the big reasons for me going on this trip, too, was one of my very close friends from college. We just kind of had a falling out. And honestly, you know, as I've gotten older, as I've gotten 30, I just feel like I don't really want to hold grudges anymore. I don't really want to harness negative energy. I really don't want to just be on that fuck shit. So I really just took it upon myself to take responsibility for all situations, find the forgiveness in my heart, and just try to repair and repatch the relationships that can be repaired and repatched. Because some people are going to be receptive to, you know, you taking responsibility and saying you want to rebuild that relationship, and some people aren't going to give a fuck. And some people aren't even worth going through the effort of doing it in the first place. So this was one of those people that was very important to me. And I mean, just being here this whole weekend just made me realize, like, damn, what have I been doing the past 3 or 4 years? Just not, you know, rebuilding that connection and just staying in touch and, you know, just being a part of people's lives. You know, those are like brothers to me. I know one particular relationship I had that, oh, fuck, y'all killing me. The battery dying? Oh, y'all hoes some hoes. All right, my bad, y'all. my battery died, you know what I'm saying? We out here in the country, you know what I'm saying? I may not be able to charge things may not move as smoothly as they need to. Anyway, I was fixing broken and repair relationships. I was telling you about something, some of them are worth fixing. Some of them, whatever it is, at the end of the day, take responsibility. Some of them are worth fixing, some of them aren't, and some people you just gotta put into a corner and say, fuck it. But in one particular situation, which I wanted to share, in which I repaired one of my relationships by taking responsibility, which I challenge you to do as well, which is one of the big, like I said, was the big reasons I came here. The person just told me that, you know, I cut them off and didn't even say anything, didn't give them a reason, didn't explain things, and you know, for him, it was just very devastating because, you know, we built a special relationship when we first moved to New York, and us both being from FAMU, us both being brothers trying to make it in the city, you know, it's just very important to have that bond and to share that sort of camaraderie and share that, that growth. You know, I feel like, honestly, he's one of the people that helped me. You know, being from the South, I had a lot of homophobic tendencies and a lot of, you know, just a lot of backwards thinking, and I'm really glad that he helped me work through that and helped me, you know, understand to be more comfortable in myself and what I like and what I do. And, you know, it's one of those things where I think a lot of men are afraid, are they gay themselves? And for me, it was kind of like an even more better understanding of myself and of why I love women so much and why I'm so comfortable, you know, in my own skin. Hell, I can say a man's attractive and not feel shit about it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. So I think that was a very powerful lesson because I learned about who I am through him in ways that I never could through anybody else. And so, anyways, like I said, long story short, he basically said that, you know, I disappeared, didn't say anything, and it was hurtful for him because, like he said, we had built a strong bond. And it really made me step back and think, like, you know, how many people have I really just cut off and not said anything? And we've had this time to build a really strong bond, and you're hurt by the fact that you have no idea why a nigga just fell off the face of the earth. You know, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm here to take responsibility. I'm here to step up, but I know now that repairing my relationships and bringing forgiveness into my heart is an extremely important thing. It's extremely important for my mental stability. It's extremely important for what I would call the law of attraction, the law of goodness, of just putting positive energy in your life. And really, to be honest, you know, you just can't hurt people like that, man. You know, when you build those special bonds with people and, you know, you're the type of person that I am that can be very compelling, that can, you know, bring a lot to the table, you know, I have to understand that when I put myself out there like that or I give people that attention, that I've got to be able to follow up and follow through with this. So I'm just I must say I'm very excited to be out here, to repair those relationships, to continue to build new ones and see people in there. I mean, more than anything, I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, the women was beautiful as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna halfway front to you. I would move to Atlanta just to settle down, like dead ass. But I still got about some shit I gotta accomplish in New York and some shit that I gotta do. But besides that, the most important thing of me coming here was rebuilding my relationships with people that were important to me. And that's just been the focus of, you know, really towards just the rest of this year. I've just made sure, even if I know the relationship's not gonna be repaired, you know, I know one particular friend, like, you know, I probably can say some stuff, but I don't think it's gonna change anything. But that particular moment when I was in school and, you know, I was down or I was going through stuff, like, that man was there for me, and that man was extremely important. And I just, in my mind, I'm never gonna forget that time. I'm never gonna take that for granted. I'm never gonna forget that. So that's important to me, and that'll always be something that's powerful to me. I think what's difficult to understand is, you know, that may have happened 5 years ago, but at the same token, you know, people change. A lot of shit happens, you know, people grow apart, and, you know, things that happen in school is nothing compared to the real life. And I think that's one thing that's been really hard for people to adjust to. And even for me, just, you know, dealing, especially in the past 2 years, being at one of the lowest points I have in my life. So I think it's very important to understand that there's just a delicate balance in general with this. I think the foundation starts with taking responsibility yourself for things that may or may not have been your fault. And if you want to repair the relationship with somebody, just go ahead and take that responsibility. At the same token, I think that a lot of what happens after school or what happens during life, it just changes people, and the people have a lot to deal with. People got families, they got kids, they fall in love. You know, all these different things happen, or they got a new job, or got to worry about this, so they move. In my eyes, it's one of those things where you just got to know yourself and know what fits you, what scenario, situation, how going about your life, the people around you. I mean, hell, at this point, I'm looking at changing careers. So I feel like I'm 30 years old and I'm still learning so much about myself. I'm learning so much about how I perceive things in this world, how I'm going about in this world. And, you know, I'm one of the oldest of one of my homies, so it's always like I look at them younger and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, you know, I try to be the good example, you know, the older nigga who be on his shit, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, I still have a lot of growing to do. I have a lot of things that I want to think about. I'm going to go through a lot of changes in my life. And I think the important thing is that those brothers understand that, you know, those brothers embrace that. Those brothers are there for me during those times. And I really think I took for granted the power of my friendships. And I'm really glad that this trip, more than anything, just brought me back to that and brought me back to really understanding how important those things were. So you know, I hopped into it. I was going to go view a day breakdown, but that was really like the essence of this trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the heart of the trip, man? Like, wow, why did you come here? What did you make you feel? Like, I didn't want to see everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I came back here to repair my relationships with those that I'm close to. Like, no hate this and no hate, you know what I'm saying? There was definitely some people I didn't want to see, but I just completely forgot everybody was in Atlanta. So I do want to apologize for anybody I didn't go see in Atlanta. But, you know, the focus of this trip was to rebuild relationships, be there for the homie for his 28th birthday, and, you know, just be there, really. So yeah, that was definitely the big thing. And I feel like throughout the weekend, we really built that. I mean, even on Saturday, you can see the picture, just all the homies chilling at Cafe Circa. And, you know, we got a chance to grab a hookah and found a little section. Even a motherfucker had some weed in there. So we was just chilling and vibing. You know, it was a nice little loungy night. Like I said, Atlanta's just full of women. So, I mean, I don't think you can go any club, any lounge, any whatever and not talk to somebody or whatever as a single man or as somebody who's interested. So, you know, I mean, it's just great. And all the women are beautiful, extremely nice. I'm about to get to the Saturday night club, but the night we were out Saturday, this girl was passed out drunk, and one of the girls who I happened to get, she, you know, came over to ask could I help her with her friend. So I brought my friends over there, and we just like, you know, we were trying to call an Uber, but then these girls who worked there was just like, oh, we'll drive her home. Just took her in the car, drove her home. I'm texting the girl, she's saying, yeah, they drove her home. They helped me carry her to the room. Didn't ask for no money, didn't ask for nothing, man. It's just like, that's the Southern hospitality I love, man. That's one thing I love about being in the South. And I'm from Texas, so, you know, I'm used to that shit. People always, you know, in New York are like, oh, you're friendly, you're polite. You're not like, yeah, I mean, that's just how, you know what I'm saying, we came up. But, I mean, that's just one example of just the love that I feel from the city. You know, and like I said, being around your close friends, you know that love's gonna be there. But like I said, it was great to celebrate his 28th birthday. Fuck we do Saturday? Saturday was super dope. We got to go to this painted duck. You know, we got to shoot some hoops. They do a little bowling. It's a nice little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like a little pregame venue, people sitting down having drinks. They had this like Kentucky bourbon with coffee. I don't even like fucking coffee, but bourbon and coffee was a nice little combination. Had like 3 or 4 of those. I mean, nigga was getting fucked up. At one point, I looked at my friend when we went to the club afterward. I was like, bro, I'm drunk as fuck, but I'm just about to keep drinking. He's like, all right, I got you. That's when you know it's lit. Like, oh, bro, I'm about to get real drunk. I'm already drunk, and I'm about to get real drunk. So, you know, that was a great time. Had a chance to connect with a young, beautiful soul who just moved to Atlanta. You know, was talking about Afropunk and things like that. So it was talking about Afropunk and just life in general, you know, always moving around and trying new things. So it was a good conversation. Very pleased to see my nigga Mike just bringing a very diverse group of individuals, you know, people from fam, people that he met who lived in Barcelona. Like, it was just a great vibe. Everybody was having a good time, drinking, playing air hockey, you know what I'm saying? We shot some hoops. So yeah, it was super great. You know, I was very, I had a great time. That was super cool. And, you know, once the drink started to kick in, because like I said, I wasn't smoking, man, by the time I got to the club, a nigga was like, and like I said, these Atlanta clubs, nigga, them motherfuckers that club was nice, nigga. I'm like, oh, okay, it's lit. All right, I can fuck with that. Of course, after I already told you, like, oh, I drank, and then I drank some more, like, oh, yeah, nigga, like, no nigga was dumb lit. And we in Atlanta. Have I mentioned that the music in Atlanta is about 30 times better than all the music in New York? Nigga, I've never heard Migos, Gucci Mane, and fucking Playboy Cardi so much in my life, and I love it, because that's what the fuck I listen to. Y'all New York niggas suck on y'all motherfucking music. That's why I gotta go to the day parties and attempt to hear some good shit, goddammit. Damn. But that was one fun-ass night. Like, nigga was just everywhere, going around the club, dancing with everybody, having a good time, just living my best life, man. Smile, bitch. So that's how I was feeling about that. That was great. And then even on Sunday, hell, I don't even like to watch football. Y'all know I've been boycotting football for a couple years. I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the football with the homies, and we going to just chat about life. So, it was just great to sit down and talk for 4 or 5 hours just about life, about things, about, stuff that they notice, that you notice. And it's just a very powerful thing, man. Just those conversations. And hell, we were barely even watching the Patriots game. I had to catch up on football, even though, I don't really give a fuck about football. But, of course, I stuck it out. Georgia sucks as usual, and all the Atlanta teams choke besides the soccer team. I'm going to throw that shot, and then I'm going to keep moving. But yeah, that was pretty much, the gist of the days. Like I said, it was just great vibes, great people. Like I said, the food was really good. Was hitting the hookah, all the rebuilding relationships. Like I said, you can't ask much more from a trip. Like I said, I've been on that international shit, so I'm not trying to, brag or stun or anything like that. So I just really enjoyed the change of pace that was Atlanta. Because, it still reminds you of the South, man. The South is just a little bit more laid back. It's just a little bit slower. Everybody's just a little bit more chilled out. And, from the New York bang, 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 bang lifestyle, it's a very nice break. So that was pretty much the trip. I can't really think of anything else that was super earth-shattering, but, I definitely know that I'm going to be back in Atlanta for sure. I don't know how soon, but it could be sooner than I think, just because of the way things are going down. But, I hope you enjoyed this Atlanta podcast. I've made sure to keep it as real, as 100, out here with the experience as much as I can. And, this is more of a personal experience, not necessarily so much with the news and everything else. We just here to entertain and inform. When we got Brazil coming up for Thanksgiving, and I think I'm going to do Mexico City for New Year's along with Houston for Christmas. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what the plan is. I actually spent a lot less money here than I thought I was going to. So it looks like Mexico City is definitely going to be a go. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Brazil. Who knows? I may try to finesse God coming back here before the year is over or the beginning of the year, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. But that's about all the angry educated black man got for you today. Hope y'all having a good day. It's Monday. I'm not at work. I'll be back at work tomorrow. And we're going to power through the rest of this year and have a good ass motherfucking time. So I'm a